Outside of him, car number 88. That is going to be driven by, let me flip around my sheets here, get them all stretched out here. Tonight, that is going to be Cecil Long. He's out of Dyess, Arkansas. Car number 34, outside of him, that will be Eric Caudell. Eric is out of Wiley, Colorado. So we've got cars from 9 different states out here racing with us tonight. Getting the clock all ready. The way it's going to work. What's going to happen is the first time the cars go by, your scores will write down the number that's on the clock. And from that point on, it is on. So how many of you are ready for the Bull's Eye 300? We're getting closer. The cars are getting warmed up.
Count down to 10.
All right, we're going to count down from 10. So here we go. 10, 9.
Hold on.
Hold it, stop it, stop it, stop it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Bullseye 300 is on! Brandon Hood in car number 1. He's going to blitz down the back straightaway. We got a spin in turn 1 already. Car number 7114 has gone around. It's all right. It's all clean and green. Here comes Hood back around. We're officially going to have lap number 1 in the book as he goes by. Brandon Hood, car number 1, is your current leader. Now, that's the last time we're probably going to know who is in the lead for the next 300 laps. So the race is going. The Dust Bowl. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, check out that beautiful truck over here. That is an ARCA truck, car number 28. That is Mark Rose. Mark Rose out of Dorchester, Iowa. Trying to watch to see what we got going on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's all about. Race on Texas up here. If you would like to find out more about these races, this is the way to find out. These guys, they do it every Saturday night, and they always do a great show. Brandon Hood is getting past right now. The Smiley Flag, car number 74, that is going to be driven by Scott Stewart. Scott Stewart, that's a car to watch. The car with the big Smiley Flag. That car right there has finished in the top 5 in all 5 events that Brad Dixon and Jack Barfield have put on. Now the Lone Star 600 is coming up October 5th and 6th. It's going to be over there at Devil's Bowl Speedway. Now, right now, it looks like the 74 car is really making some moves. Watch that 007 car of Corey Neal. Corey Neal is always a fast car. Corey Neal has come out here before, and he has actually won the race over at Battleground, I believe it was. Car number 3 out of Pearland, Texas, Roger Hellman. Roger, he's always the strong car. You never want to count this guy out. Now, it's good. It's getting crazy already. Brandon Hood, car number 1, dropping back into the traffic. Car number 33 here. That is, let me drop back around here, try to find where he's at. That is Wayne Williams out of Wiley, Colorado. Car number 33. Car number 51, one of the few Fords that dared to come out here. That's Greg Seal out of Toluga, Oklahoma. Car number 851 goes by you right now. 851 is Dustin Smith out of Lake City, Iowa. We've got a bunch of cars that come down here out of Iowa to come down here and race. They've got a big race coming up at Memorial Day up in Iowa. Find out more information by going on and checking out with these guys. Just got a whole lot clearer. I didn't realize we had a smoke screen up here. We got one smoking really bad on the back straightaway. Car number 39. That is going to be Troy Batson. And Troy Batson is smoking bad. That's pretty bad to be smoking this bad this early along in the race. Troy Batson out of Wichita, Kansas in car number 39. Not sure what is the smoke coming on him. Now, if you'll notice, these cars, they're 3 and 4, 5, all the way around the track right now. And it's only going to get more chaotic as we go. Jack Barfield Jr. goes by right there in car number 115. Jack Barfield, he's always a strong contender. He's watched him run many times in. He's out of LaPorte, Texas, sponsored by Keller Williams and MyRacingRealtor.com. Car number 711. That's a car that's he is sponsored by. He's out of Kennedale, Texas, sponsored by the entertainment company. And the entertainment company came out here. They bumped us up with a lot of extra money. Uh-oh, the four-cylinder, car number 24. He has knocked the front fender off of his as we've got a car that has lost the sheet metal. Got a bad situation on the track here. All right, so red flag means stop, and these guys are just now starting to figure out stop, stop, stop. All right, so here we go. Car number 62. Check him out. That is Andy Beckman. Andy out of Sac City, Iowa. Got a pile up here on the front straightaway. Get them all straightened out here. Car number 114. Not one to fire back up. The 114. That is driven by Wayne Johnson. Wayne Johnson out of Humboldt, Kansas. Wayne still sitting there, waiting on the wrecker. We need the wrecker to the front straightaway. Here comes the rescuer. It's the wrecker. It might take him 2 laps to get down to the bottom of the track. He's coming in out of turn number 4. Here comes the wrecker. You see, he's up the top of the track. He's going to have to go around. Now, these drivers, they've all realized there's a car sitting down here. We got a car at the top of the track over there. It's not rolling.
One in the wall, one in the wall. Red car, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag.
That is our 74-year-old, car number 5. And that's Harold Lindsay in car number 5.
Yeah, pull that down, pull that down.
Harold Lindsay ran into the wall and then bounced back out into the track. All right, car number 114 has finally decided to fire up. And
Check, make sure he's okay, please.
that is Wayne Johnson in car number 114. Back up and running. Here we go. .136 goes by. Alan Landau out of Hallsville, Texas, in car number 136 down the back straightaway. Wayne Williams out of Wiley, Colorado. He makes his way down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Howard Willis, car number 23, is off the pace. Oh, Howard Willis, I just talked about him. He always does good. Trying to work his way back up onto the track. Mike McCarthy out of Hutto, Texas, in car number 20, goes down the front straightaway. Jason Bradshaw out of Piedmont, Oklahoma, driving car number 0, starting to smoke really heavy. Devin Smith in car number 35. Down the back straightaway, car number 35, lots of smoke out of the 0 car. The 35 car of Devin Smith into turn number 3 and 4. Doing a great job here. These Iowa cars, they always pick up money and bring it home. Once again, the 0 car of Jason Bradshaw out of Piedmont, Oklahoma, laying down lots of smoke. Tell you what, the dust is not bad outside. It's all in the end of the corner down there. Eric Brooks out of Fairmont, Oklahoma, car number 19, going down the back straightaway. At the black street stock or factory stock, we got another one smoking pretty heavy now. That is car number 113. That is Ethan Vance out of Chanute, Kansas. So Ethan Vance, 113, he's trying to make his way out of the racetrack as he is smoking really heavy. Got cars, it's just like traffic on the highway. Cars going around the high side, the low side. All right, so lots of racing action going on all over the place. They're 3, 4, and 5 wide right now as they come out of turn number 4. Car number 851 gets crossways. That is driven by Devin Smith. Gets it straightened back out. He's still going. Car number 107, he goes down the front straightaway. Tonight, that car is going to be driven by Tommy Page. Car number 107, he's got the big billboard. He's easy to spot. Now, that's what you need out here. You've got to keep up with your own individual car the whole entire night out here. So if you're trying to find a black car, shame on you. You need some fluorescent something. Tommy in 107, he's easy to see. All right, there goes car number 1126. That is a former asphalt truck. That is Dean Abbey out of Roanoke, Texas. Really a good-looking truck. He's going down the back straightaway right now, trying to keep that thing straight. But you know what? It can happen. It can happen at any time. Some of the best-looking cars, they'll break down quick. Brandon Holt, car number 1. Brandon Hood, car number 1. He's already parked in the infield. Tough break for Brandon tonight. Watch that 35 car. 35 is always a tough car anytime you come here. Eric Caudell out of Piedmont, Oklahoma. Eric is, let's see, he's on the back straightaway, I believe. These cars, they get around here so quick. Cecil Lung driving car number 88. First time to do a enduro, he told me. Car number 158 going down the front straightaway. That is Richie Robbins. Richie is out of Waco, Texas. Good looking car. And we got another smoker going off into turn number 2. And he's going up, up, up. And just like a home run, he's out of here. Couldn't see which car it was, but he's gone. He'll be back. Car number 71 making his way down the front straightaway. That is going to be driven by Don Clay out of Shawnee, Oklahoma. That 35 is flying. He's in and out of traffic like crazy. Sonny Hood in car number 7. He goes down the front straightaway. Sonny, I think, has been at every one of the events they've ever held. Sonny Hunt out of Houston, Texas. Car number 82 going down the front straightaway. That is Jeremy Oliver. Jeremy's got a really good looking, I would call that a street stock. And I've done lost him in the dust here. But the dust is not bad at all out here. All the dust seems to be going to the north. I'd hate to be living north of the racetrack right now. I guarantee the airport next door, they're probably reading a tornado on the scale right now. When anytime you put 70 cars out here on the track, let them go at 55 to 60 miles an hour, it's going to be causing a pretty good tornadic action. Car number 0's got to be running out of oil here pretty quick. He's been leaking oil since lap 1. Car number 84 down the front straightaway. That is going to be driven by Tom Lorenz. Tom's got a really good looking late model sponsored by Smiley's out of Mesquite, Texas. That's where the Lone Star 600 is going to be moving to. October 5th and 6th. You don't want to miss that one there. It's a half-mile track, close to 200 cars on the track. It's going to be a great race over there. Car number 51 goes by. It's all by himself. We'll talk about him for a second. That is Greg Seal out of Toluga, Oklahoma. Jerry Schweitzer, car number 43, exits off the front straightaway. Green flag racing right now. I'd say we're got to be getting close to looking over some shoulders here out there in the boxes. I'd say we're probably getting close to about lap 30 by now. So this race is going to run pretty fast out here. Actually, the wrecker hadn't even been on the track that much. We've had those 2 cautions. We've got Jerry Schweitzer. He's hung up the top of the track. He gets the number 43 car off the track. Jimmy Lingo out of Springtown, Texas. He's driving that 05 car. We got some bump. I think the 996 might have been hooked up with the 551 as they went down the front straightaway. They finally get unhooked. There's just certain cars that keep popping up here, easy to see. Car number 40 That's Doug Manchester. Doug's got, and as soon as I say his name, he exits off the racetrack. So probably it's best if I don't say your name. So we've been clean and green here for about the last, I'd say, 15 laps. And the way it's going to work, when they get to lap 50, the scorekeeper is going to stand up and start shaking. That means that they are to lap 50. Car number 10 going down the front straightaway, Don Painter. Don Painter, he's got the number 3 flag on the top of his car as he goes down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4, all by himself. Found that little opening spot. That's where you want to try to be. You want to try to stay where you're all by yourself. Let everybody else bunch it up. Because over here in turn 4, they're 3, 4, and 5 wide. Corey Neal in car number 007 down the back straightaway. He goes through 3 or 4 cars. I was talking to a couple of drivers out here tonight. They'd never really been to this kind of stuff. They didn't really fully understand what to expect. Those wings have got a double advantage. For one thing, you can spot the car. The wings got to be helping the cars as well, though. Howard Willis goes by, flying his big old American flag on car number 23. Car number 62 goes by. That car, I was looking at it earlier, that thing of Andy Beckman out of Sac City, Iowa, that thing has got metal like you would not believe all over the car. Whoa, down the front straightaway, car number 25 around. He's going to reel it back in and keep it going. He does a Joey Chitwood thrill show. Car number 251, he's going to keep the race going. We're clean and green and still going. Car number 251, that's Brandon Smith out of Ada, Oklahoma. He's a body man. He can fix that thing. Works over at Smith's Collision. All right, car number 19 starting to make his way back to the track. That's Eric Brooks out of Fairmont, Oklahoma. Been in the pit area, coming on the front straightaway. Here he comes, getting back up to speed. No hood on that thing. He forgot to take, looks like he left the hot dog pan on top of the roof. I'm not sure what that was about. All right, I'm looking down here. I'm seeing a couple of people that are probably around lap 40 right now, maybe a little bit further into the race. So we'll be watching for the first person to stand up and dance. That means you're at lap 50. Car number 243 just went down the front straightaway. Good looking car. That's Mackie Lawton out of Chester, Oklahoma. He's a nitrogen specialist, whatever that is. Not sure what that is. He's sponsored by Lawton Ranches and Hot Rods Forever. Car number 33 down the front straightaway. That is going to be driven by Wayne Williams out of Wiley, Colorado. Pretty good pull to get down here.
Has anybody stood up yet? I think it was 251. Yeah, that's what she went down.
Okay, the 251, car number 251 has gotten to the 50 lap point, and we've got a wreck on the back straightaway, and they're trying to self-clean it. We'll see. Still got the green flag on. Car sitting there facing backwards. Still sitting backwards. Howard Willis comes around him in car number 23. Then the Texas flag car. Oh, we get tagged. Oh, we got a big pile of them. He's facing backwards right now. Red flag conditions on the back straightaway. Oh, check out car number 06. Big ball joint is gone on car number 06. Let me see who's driving the 06 car. Car number 9 is okay. All right, the 107 car has got a broken ball joint, so he shouldn't be going too much longer. That is old Tommy in car number 107, right front ball joint about to fall off that thing at any time. He can go as long as he wants, though, but it probably won't be much longer. We got cars coming back on the track. All right, car number 97 makes his way down the front straightaway. That is a car that's been around for quite a while. That is Garrett Higgins tonight, driving for Hoagie tonight out of New Waverly, Texas, sponsored by Tullis Collision. All right, we got cars that are on the 50 lap point right now. So if you hold your cars up, that's lap 50. So cars are on to the lap 50 zone. So cars all over the place. They're getting to the 50 lap zone right now. All right, down the back straightaway, car number 2G, I believe that is 22, however. Car number 22 smoking really hard. That's Cody McDowell. Lots of smoke coming out of them. It don't matter. They got plenty of oil over there in the pit area to keep them going. Car number 74 that just went by, he is one that's up in the front part of the pack. Wouldn't call him a leader, but we know he's in the front part of the pack. Along with a 35 car 74, that is Scott Stewart, along with a 35. Car number 35 he's out of Iowa. Devin Smith out of Lake City, Iowa. So certain cars, they'll start picking up the little bit quicker speed. So the Bullseye 300 is 1/6 the way over. Still got 250 laps to go. It's 7:30. We've been racing for 30 laps right now, for 50 laps for 30 minutes. That's the way this show goes. It just goes quick, quick, quick. Car number 47. Let me check him real quick. We've got a loose tire out there. Could be on, nope. Somebody actually lost a tire, no wheel, just a tire. It went rolling off out of the racetrack. I don't see where he's at though. That's the crazy thing. There's so much going on at one time. Car number 51, the only lone Ford that I could find out here tonight. That is Greg Seal out of Toluga, sponsored by Vernon Lawrence Racing. He's a compressor mechanic. Car number 50 on the front straightaway. Big body Grand Prix, man. I didn't even know they still had those things around anymore. That's Timmy Burchett out of Sealing, Oklahoma. He's a wind technology guy. He is a guy that goes up and works on the windmills. That's really pretty cool. I wish I would have had time to talk to him a little bit more, but I didn't. But that is really cool. He's able to do that. Car number 31 goes down the front straightaway. Looks like Dale Earnhardt is. Car number 31 is Derek Wilson. He's out of Chinook, Kansas. He's a welder, sponsored by Sonic RTM. Big pileup in turn number 1 and 2 right now. Looks like about 3, 4, 5 cars. Still going green, still going green. They're watching it. They're watching it close. Sonny Hutton, car number 70 is involved. Car number 40 might have just blown the motor. Car spinning around. And we're going to go red flag racing. Red flag. Sonny Hunt in car number 70 involved with that, along with car number 9. Todd Masterson, car number 9 involved. All right, here we go. We're going back racing. So the Bullseye 300 is now a fifth of the way in as we got 61 laps in. Car number 41 is smoking really bad. Car 40, good looking car, came out here. That's Doug Masterson out of Houston, Texas, sponsored by Sanawell. Man, you talk about a bumper on the rear bumper of that thing. That's the important thing out here, is have a good, safe bumper on these things all the way around. And a lot of these cars, they got boilerplate up in the sides trying to keep them as safe as possible. It looks like tire rub that's going to be coming off the number 40 car here.
Anybody see that car? Left the wrong way.
All right, so car number 40 out of Houston, Texas, Doug Manchester, smoking really, really bad. It's not engine though, I think. I think it's just rubbing the wheel or something's rubbing on the back end. We'll see how many more laps he can get on this thing here. He's still digging though, don't worry about him. the 149 car. Looks like he's gotten a pretty good hit on his car. Car number 149, that's Paul White out of Waco, Texas. He goes down the back straightaway. He's sponsored by Brake and Clutch Supply, Auto Works, and Wilson Chassis. Sonny Hunt, car number 40, he was involved in the crash a while ago in turn number 1. He's got the car all straightened back out. Doesn't look like he has any damage. I think he just got blocked in and couldn't go anywhere, but he's back up and running good pace here, car number 70. Car number 6 down the front straightaway. That will be driven by Nate Masterson. He's in the National Guard, sponsored by Rags to Rich Racing. He's out of in Warren Motorsports. Jack Barfield Jr., car number 115, goes down the front straightaway. Jack Barfield, car number 115. The first time I ever saw him, he had this crazy-looking pink machine. Stepped up to a really good-looking limited modified. He's out of LaPorte, Texas. He's a chemical operator, sponsored by Keller Williams Realty and MyRacingRealtor.com. We got a car spinning in turn number 1. That's car number 9. I believe that's Masterson. Other than that, we're still going. We're green flag racing. So we're got to be getting close to 75 laps here by now. Car number 8, we haven't talked about him at all. Car number 8, that's Kenny Smitherman. He's out of Burleson, Texas. It's a transmission builder. Sponsored by the Entertainment Company. The Entertainment Company, one of the official sponsors out here of the Bullseye 300. They sponsor the best appearing car. They also sponsored the oldest driver. Car number 5 picked up that Harold Lindsay, 74 years old. Oh, we got one loose coming out of turn number 4. Oh, Tommy, he was loose. That big old billboard reeled him back in. Car number 107. I thought he was going to go around. He reeled it back in. Car number 107. Let me find out some info on him. 107. That's Tommy Page out of Pearland, Texas, sponsored by Autotech and Parts Unlimited. All right, so I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to get all the cars we see going around the track here. Car number 7G, haven't talked about him at all tonight. That is Alan Grumpy Williams out of Hutto, Texas. I asked him what he did for a living. He said he did nothing for 40 years, but he's retired. So Alan Grumpy Williams, happy retirement after 4. Oh, car number 40, he finally blew that tire. Oh, we got a car spinning on the front. Oh, upside down, red flag. Oh, he hit him again. Car number 84, upside down on the front straightaway, red flag conditions. Car number 84. That is Tom Lorenz out of Mesquite, Texas, driving a Smiley-sponsored car. Here we go, back racing. All right, car number 149 goes by us. He is up in the top, and he is no surprise to be in the top. He's always a front-running car. That's Paul White out of Eddy, Texas in car number 149. Car number 8, I didn't see if he was able to continue or not, but like I said, car number 8, yep, he was up there in your top 10. And all these numbers right now, nothing is official until it's all over with. Car number 8, that's Kenny Smitherman out of Burleson, Texas. He's a transmission builder, and he's got the car back out there running. Car number 3 to the infield. He nails the cone, but it don't matter. Hey, he's going back to the track here. Car number 3, he's out of Pearland, Texas. That's Roger Hellman, sponsored by Parts Unlimited and Davis Chevrolet. Corey Neal, car number 007, goes by the front straightaway. He's one of your cars that's currently in the top 10. Scott Stewart, car number 74, trying to find him right now. Don't know where he's at. He's on the track somewhere. It's that orange and green and black machine. There he goes right by. He's got the big old smiley face on top of that car. Now that's what you need. You need something to where you can be easily spotted. So he's got the smiley flag, and that makes him a whole lot easier to spot. You can just look up, you see a happy sunshine going around the racetrack. You know that's Scott Stewart. Car number 62, trying to find him on the racetrack. You know, car number 23 just went by. I'm really surprised that he's not up there in the front. He had a little bit of problems at the very start of the race. Howard Willis, he'll figure out a way to get back up the front somehow. He's a competitor you never count out. Now check out the number 8 car. He just went all the way to the bottom of the track, and he is passing cars. He almost has a spinner in front of him. He'll get around the 33 car. Now car number 3 has got open down all the way down the back straightaway. Car number 8, he's doing really good. He's up there in the lead section. And look at this. But the 97 is going around him. That was my other guy on the top front here. All right, car number 81 goes by in front of us. Haven't talked about him at all. Jay Weeks out of Selling, Oklahoma. Got quite a few cars out of the Selling, Oklahoma area. Car number 73 going down the front straightaway. That's going to be driven by Tim Van Gotten. He's out of Chanute, Kansas. He's part of the Stewart Head Machine Company. I think Stewart Head Machine sponsors about 8 or 9 of these cars out here. They always come down strong running cars out of Chanute, Kansas. Car number 16 goes by us, and he is one that's up in the front. Get over here and try to talk about him real quick. That is John Lyon out of Palmer, Iowa. He's a machinist, sponsored by Lyon Salvage. Car number 6 around, but he might have some rear end damage. Nah. He's got it straightened back out. He's going back straight. Car number 6, that's going to be Nate Masterson out of the National Guard, sponsored by Rags to Racing and Warren Motorsports. All right, the truck is still looking really good there. Car number 1126, that is going to be Dean Abbey out of Roanoke, Texas. That is a former asphalt truck, and he just put fresh skin on that thing, because that skin did not look that pretty after the Lone Star 600 over there at Dallas. Now, the way the Lone Star 600 runs is you'll run one complete race Friday night, and you'll come back and you'll run another race Saturday night. So you have a chance of winning $10,000 Friday night, $10,000 Saturday night. You have a chance of picking up another $5,000 if you can go out there and have the best combined total. So a possibility of $25,000 on the line coming up October 5th and 6th over at Devil's Bowl Speedway. That's brought to you by Big Race Promotions and Race on Texas. So looking forward to some great racing action coming up throughout the season. Oh, car number 43, Schweitzer, is around, and he's still sitting there, And he's got the GoPro inside the car. He just wanted to see what the in-car camera looked like from the inside of the car. The car's going the other way. Schweitzer gets the 43 car fired back up. He's to the infield and still going racing. Car number 33, slow down the back straightaway. Let's see. That's Wayne Williams out of Wiley, Colorado in car number 33. Feel bad for old Brandon Hood in car number 1, but just got the motor put in that thing Wednesday. He said he was sick Monday. Got the motor put in the thing Wednesday, fired it up, drove it around the block, came up here racing, and now he's broken. But he picked up $200 for having the best appearing car from the entertainment company. 74, that big old smiley flag going by you there. Like I said, he's always a front runner. That's Scott Stewart. Try to find some more cars we haven't talked about here. Let's see here. Car number 34. Not sure we talked about him. That is Eric Caudill. He's out of Piedmont, Oklahoma. Eric Caudill, he's an ARCA driver, and he finished 10th in points, and he's honoring America's Warriors. Talked to him for quite a while over there in the pit area a while ago. He said that what he does is he takes veterans, he allows them to come in there and they work on the cars, and it's just a way to try to give them a chance to get to be a part of a race team, and that is his sponsor. So honoring America's Warriors, car number 34, Eric Caudill out of Piedmont, Oklahoma. All right, we're getting close to lap 100, so 1/3 of the race will be over. Oh yeah, I'm seeing quite a few of them down there, so close to 100, and there is no break. If you want a break, you just go take your break. We're not going to stop. It's race time. We don't have time for fooling with that. Car number 05 currently sits coming into the track right now. flip over here, try to find him. Car number 05 is Jimmy Lingo out of Springtown, Texas, just coming back on the track here. Jimmy's been over in the pit area. Hey, bring me a water too.
Yeah, water. They have a bottled soda. I got enough. We're going to see. You talking? Oh, we got enough bottles?
All right.
It's the half bottle soda. Get the water.
All right, car number 251. Just water for me, it's good. Jack Barfield Jr. goes by down the front straightaway, keeping that car clean. Now, that's the important thing out here during the Enduro. You want to keep your car clean. You not really have to be making just zipping fast laps. One thing I have not seen are 2 4-cylinders. I have not seen these guys out there in quite a while. I saw the number 24 car earlier in the race. I saw him. He had a little bit of damage on the car, but not sure what's happened to him since then. Car number 24, flipping over here to find out. That is Scott Martin out of Cheyenne, Oklahoma. Came out here with a little Pontiac, little 4-cylinder Pontiac, and he is talking to me. Man, is this car going to work? I said, it'll work. I said, gas mileage, economy, that's what you're all about. You're trying to keep the thing going. A lot of these cars come out here with 8 to 10 car tires, ready to change out tires. I was talking to a couple of the different drivers. They race modifieds. In fact, the Smiley's car, the one that flipped, he was actually running some old Hoosier tires. He's just trying to run off, you know, and he's actually sponsored by the Hoosier Company Tire out of Mesquite, Texas, Southwest Hoosier. So the sun's thanks, sir. The sun's starting to sink a little bit low here. I feel like I'm at Sam Houston Stadium there in Moss Bluff, Louisiana, in the old press box as we're facing into the sun here. About another 30 more minutes, we should be having sundown. A lot easier to see. We've got a big old chunk of tire on the front straightaway here. We're not going to stop for that. That's small stuff. So this piece of debris, it's going to trip all the way down the front straightaway. Not worried about it. Uh-oh, car number 34 starting to smoke heavy. Just talked about him a while ago. He's fucking way heavy. He's up, and out of here. Car number 34. Car number 34, Eric Caudell, a former ARCA driver, made the full tour last year, finished 10th in points, driving with ARCA. All right, car number 23 they're showing is to lap 100 now. Car 23 has made the 100 mark. Car 70, car number 49, 97, 62. So car number 8 is to lap 100. So these cars, they're 73, 74. So lots of cars starting to make it up around. Oh, we got a car around over here. That's car number 251 that's involved in that wreck on the back straightaway. And waiting to see if he can get it straightened out. We haven't seen much action out of the wrecker. It's such a short track. I tell you what, when it bottles up hard. Over there at the Devil's Bowl Speedway, a half-mile track. But you know what? This is the track we're all raced on at the same time. Car number 251, he backs up, he's clear. They're still going. Green flag racing. Uh-oh, we got a bumper coming off the back of the car, but it'll be fine. I think it's just sheet metal. All right, car number 6 is up to the 100 laps. So we're 1/3 of the way through this race already. 300 laps. I mean, this is crazy. This is a whole entire season of racing on your car in one night. Now, Howard Willis, car number 23, just went by. He is over lap 100. He wasn't in the lead group a while ago at lap 74, but he's up there now. Car number 701, I don't believe I've talked about him at all tonight. We'll find him. Car number 701, or 711, Brandon Hall out of Kennedale, Texas. Red flag on the track. What you got? All right, we have got a bumper on the track. So a dangerous situation. We're going to go out here and get that removed. Real quick, if you are over lap 110, anybody at lap 110, 105, Holy moly, 107. I tell you what, if you're at 105, hold your...
Facebook, I want to know how those we did radio ads came up. We're just a track. Okay. I'll do that in the red though, Steve.
Right. All right, so we're back to racing. 105 laps in. We're 1/3 the way through the Bullseye 300 here at beautiful Lawton, Oklahoma. I tell you what, I've never been to a racetrack where you got views of the mountains in the background. This is really cool. I get excited when I see an overpass where I live at, so this is really cool for me to get to come up here and see this here. 105 laps in, and the races are going good. Car number 74 goes by. He's one of your current leaders. That's Scott Stewart in car number 74. Car number 23, of course, Howard Willis. 73 goes by. He's up there. That's Tim Van Gotten. Now, everything right now is unofficial. It will not be official until it is checked over. Car number 996, I don't believe I talked about him at all. That is Jamie Songer. Yeah, I talked about him. Jamie's going to be having his own race up in Iowa over Memorial Day, and it's going to be a 10,000 to win race, just the same as this one here. 10 grand to win. So somebody out here is going home with $10,000. I don't know what I'd do if I had $10,000, man. I guarantee it, my shop would be bigger, because you can never have a big enough shop at your house. Holy moly, 251. He's gotten the doors blown off. Now we got the in-car camera available to where you can see what's going on inside car number 251. So watch him as he comes back around. He's got the big wing up on top of the door. That's Brandon Smith out of Ada, Oklahoma, car number 251. No door at all on the passenger side. There he is right now, car 251. That's why he's got the number on the roof. Now there goes a truck number 1126, still perfectly straight. Dean Abbey out of Roanoke, Texas, sponsored by CRS Bodies, Dynamic Drive Lines. All right, I'll tell you what, the racing is kind of starting to get spread out. We got a few cars in the pits getting repaired, but they're still going 4 wide all the way around the track. Car number 9 just went by. He's minus the whole entire passenger side driver door. You don't need a door panel. That's just extra weight. Speaking of weight, you got to weigh at least 2,800 pounds out here tonight, and a maximum, I believe, is 3,800 pounds. So you got a minimum maximum. You can run any tire you want to. You can come out here with straight tires. You can come out with race tires. You can run with the slicks. Whatever you want, it's up to you. You can also run any motor you want. So you can run as big a motor as you want. You can run as small a motor as you want. It's all about trying to finish. Now, car number 73, I didn't see that till just now. He's got a windsock. I think he stole that from the airport next door. Car number 73. Man, he better watch out. Tim Van Gotten. Here he comes back around here. He's got a windsock on the roof of the car. That could be a parachute, but it's got a hole cut in the back of it. Car 74, the big old smiley flag car on the back straightaway. He's up there in the top 10 or so. Not sure exactly. Car number 8 going by you right now. He's also in the top 10. Car number 140, we haven't had a chance to talk about him at all. Jeremy Wilson. Jeremy Wilson, good looking car. Try to flip around here and find out. Let's see. He's out of Humboldt, Kansas. He's an Army guy. Sponsored by Wilson Racing, Stewart Head Machine. So we're starting to get a little bit calmer here. And these guys are working around. They'll be coming up to the halfway point for too much longer. Who would have thought that 300 laps could go this fast? Right now, we're around a lap 115 or so. We've been racing less than an hour. So it's going to go pretty quick. These guys, they like to run a quick show, a fast show, and a good show. If you would like to be a part of this thing, man, we've got a big one coming up over at Devil's Bowl Speedway, October 5th and 6th. Start getting your cars ready now. Come on over there and join us at Devil's Bowl Speedway. We're going for the biggest car count we've ever had. I'll tell you, last year we were close to 200. It would be really cool to break the 200 area this year as we go over to Devil's Bowl Speedway. Car number 97, he is smoking that thing. That car started out as a late model. Now, if you look at the tail of the car, I was looking at it tonight before the races. Car number 97, the back end of it is actually curled in just like a... Oh, and he goes into the wall as I'm talking about him. Oh, car number 97 into the wall. Oh, that's not going to be good, ladies and gentlemen. He was one of your front-running cars.
Tagged him. Big pileup.
Car number 97, man, I hate that I was talking about him, but as he is going by, Garrett Higgins out of New Waverly, Texas, the rear quarter panels are folded in so where you don't get hung up. And guess what? He got hung up as I was speaking about his car. Man, tough break. Hey, real quick, we'd like to find 118 right now around that area. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people still coming into this race. I'm telling you, when you come to one of these events, if they say they're starting at 7, you better be here at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, we started the races, and there are people still coming in. Oh, Jerry Schweitzer, car number 43, off the pace into the infield, trying to get his car back to rolling. If he's got something wrong with it, he's probably going to take 2 laps for him to get to the top of the track to where he can get up and out of the track to where he can get to the pit area. Tough break for the 97 a while ago. I'll tell you, that car was doing really well and winds up in the fence on the back straightaway. Corey Neal in car number 007. Corey not up in the top 10 right now, but he'll find a way to get back up there. You don't worry, this guy is always tough. Car number 9, he's starting to do a striptease out there. He's losing sheet metal lap by lap. The only way I can tell he's 9 is because I looked for him, watch him all the way around the track, watch his number on the back straightaway. Speaking of Jack Barfield Jr., he's doing the strip. He's got the right side sheet metal up in the air. I'd give him about 2 more laps before that's gone. And it can happen quick out here. I was talking to a couple of drivers before the race started tonight. He goes, man, it's like a demolition derby. I said, no, it's not a demolition derby at all. This is a legitimate race. You are trying to make laps. There's too much money involved for you to be driving crazy out here. You're trying to make every lap as clean as you possibly can. And the more laps you make, the better up you're going to do. You're trying to go for the, oh, we got them turned around on the back straightaway, coming out of 4. Everything's looking good. 251 has got a lot of damage on the front of his car. Looks like he have a tire might be going down. We got one heading out of the track. I couldn't catch that number as he left the track. The pickup truck, he's still clean. That's crazy. I hate to jinx anybody. Every time I talk about somebody, they get tied up in a wreck here pretty quick. Car number 71 is around in turn number 1. He dials off into the infield. He's going to keep it back up. That is Don Clay out of Shawnee, Oklahoma. He'll join back in the back straightaway. I give the sun about 4 more minutes and I might be able to see here. All right, car number 35. Tough running car. He's up in the top part of it. That's Devin Smith. He's out of Lake City, Iowa. Goes down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Clips off. He's going to pick up the length of about 3 cars over car number 6 as he goes into turn number 4. Wreck in turn number 2. It's the truck, car number 70, 26011, and the 73 car. 73 has been up there in the front all night long. That's Tim Van Gotten out of Chinook, Kansas. Van Gotten still sitting there in car number 73, waiting to see if he's going to back up. Jack Barfield Jr. has come to a stop at the top of the track on the back straightaway, car number 115. So Barfield and the 73 car, both of these cars have been up in the top and the longer they sit there, the more laps they're losing. So we should be having the wrecker coming out here momentarily to pick up one of the two of these cars here. Looking for the wrecker to come rescuing. All right, here comes the rescuer. Here comes that big F-250. He'll make his way around the track. You notice he's the only one that's got lights out here. Nobody else is allowed to use lights on their car. The reason for that way you know that's the wrecker coming. The wrecker comes to the track, you stay away from the wrecker. If you hit the wrecker, your scorecard is pulled. Ladies and gentlemen, we try to keep this event going as quick as possible. Look at this, he comes around there, he picks him up, he's going to push him. Now, he's not going to push him all the way to his trailer. He's just going to push him to get him off the track because he's got more duties to get back out here and get doing. And Barfield trying to get that 115 up and out of the way a little bit. He goes over the top of the banner. 73 is still sitting over there. All right, the wrecker makes his way back out there to go check on the 73 car. Now, this is going to be a tough one to get pushed back. He's going to have to push him from his nose, shove him back into the track. Watch this. Here he goes. He's just going to shove him back into the track. There he goes. I tell you, this is the way racing is. This is crazy. He'll shove him back, get him back to the safety zone. Now, this is a car that has been leading. He's going to pull up alongside, check to make sure he's okay. That is car number 73, Tim Van Gotten out of Chanute, Kansas. Tough break for him. So that's Tim Van Gotten out of Chanute, Kansas. He's a diesel tech sponsored by Stewart Head Machine. Sponsored by Petrolia Bar and Grill. He has to be sure and give those people a shout out. Petrolia Bar and Grill, they're in Chanute, Kansas. Moving back around the track here. Oh, car 6 is all over the place. He goes high and all the way back down low. The 47 car, he's got a rear bumper cover dragging. It's just plastic. We're not going to worry about silly old plastic. That's Chisholm Bishop out of Cache, Oklahoma. First time he's ever driven an enduro car with a roll cage in it, he said. He said that where they drive their enduros, it's up. He's trying to get around, not quite. Car number 47 brings them down the front straightaway right in front of Howard Willis. Howard Willis, car number 23. Howard's been around racing for quite a number of years. Howard's out of Dayton, Texas. He's a mechanic. Sponsored by CHB Machine Shop, 41 Shocks, Jack and Robert Pennington, Renegade Race Fuels, and AFCO Performance Parts. All right, so car number 73, he is okay. Really concerned. Race on Texas people up here. I tell you what, these guys, they do a great job up here. They're not only filming this thing, but they're also kind of running the safety aspect of this whole entire show. They're watching the track because there's so much going on. At your normal dirt track race, you got 16 cars out there, 16 to 20 cars for 15 laps. We started close to 70. We got some debris over here in turn number 3 right now. And we'll see if they can get around that, see what that is. He just nailed it. It's just a piece of sheet metal. They ain't going to worry about that. Cut a tire, you got plenty of tires. Car number 50 makes his way to the big old Monte Carlo. That's Timmy Burchett out of Sealing, Oklahoma. He's a wind technician, sponsored by Weeks Blade Service. Car number 51. Oh, he's got a big bumper. That won't last too much longer. On the back of car number 51, that's Greg Seal out of Toluga, Oklahoma, sponsored by Burnin' Loins Racing. So watch the rear bumper on that 51 car. It's the old gas-filled shock rear bumper. Looks like he's already took one shot, so that loosened up on half the side. He's coming down the front straightaway. That bumper will not last too many more laps. Car number 31 makes his way down the front straightaway. It looks like Dale Earnhardt. That's 31. That's Derek Wilson out of Chanute, Kansas. He's a welder, sponsored by the Sonic there. Can you imagine driving that through the drive-thru? Car number 74 is pulled off the track, and he was one of your top runners. So Stewart Machines Company, that's pretty tough for these guys here, because the 73 of Tim Van Gotten is out. He got involved in a wreck a while ago. He's sitting in the infield. He was up in the top. Car number 74, that's Scott Stewart out of Chanute, Kansas. He is off the track right now. He pulls in. I can see his pit area, and we're going to see what they're going to do on that 74 car on the back straightaway. Now, these cars, for 300 laps, that's 75 miles, but 300 laps is like 10 race nights of racing. You know, if you run a 30-lap feature, and cars don't even run 30 laps. 35 is now at lap 150, halfway home for car number 35. That's Devin Smith out of Lake City, Iowa. Howard Willis, car number 23. He's there as well. So 35, 23. 149 is in the top 150 laps. So we are halfway through already the Bullseye 300. We still got people coming in the front gate right now. They've already missed half the race. Car number 62 is up there at lap 150. So we have got cars that are punching this race here out quick. The sun is going down. We're fixing to fire off the lights here at Lawton Speedway. All right, car number 149 goes by us. It looks like a Pinto station wagon from the 19th. Whoa, car 50 around. And we're going to see if we can get him fired back up. Car number 50 sitting there. That is Timmy Burchett out of Sealing, Oklahoma. He's got lots of smoke, lots of smoke. Oh, he was doing a burnout down the back straightaway. The trunk is full of smoke now. So Timmy Burchett, all right, car number 9 has made it to lap 150. All right, car number 50 is way slow. That's the one that spun around a while ago. He might have burned the transmission up there in car number 50. And he was hitting that thing pretty hard here. Car number 8 has made the 150 mark. So we are halfway through with the Bullseye 300. If you hand your scorecard in, that means that you are out. So do not put your scorecards in that box until you are officially out of the race. And it looks like 188 or 881. How dyslexic. I think it's 188 is officially out. That is going to be driven by that's Jeff Blackwood out of Waco, Texas. Car number 188 officially out. Car number 6 has reached the 150 mark. All right. The dust is, I tell you, you couldn't have asked for better dust for out here. Oh, we got one around in turn number 2. Everybody's going to dive down low, try to get out of his way. He's going to back up, says, I do not want to be parked here in my black car. I bet you next year I'll find a better color than black. That's car number 47. He gets it fired back up and running.
Every time you announce, you're not saying paper, it's all unofficial. Right. We have to review the scoreboard. Right.
Sonny Hunting, car number 70. He's got the hood off the car, so I don't know. I'm sure he spent some time over there in the pit area. Car number 6 around. He's going to back up into the monster truck tire. He says, who's behind me? Get out of my way. I'm trying to get out of the way. So car number 6 is still sitting there, He's going to back up and nail that thing again to get this tire out of the way. That's Nate Masterson. He's in the National Guard out of Pflugerville, Texas. The Pflugerville Flyer gets car number 6 fired back up and running. I was looking at car number 71 earlier tonight. It looks like a 1970s style Plymouth Roadrunner. No, it's not. It's a Chevy or something. He's just got a late model nose in that thing. Kind of cool looking car. You can come out here and create just about anything you want to run in these cars. Going red. We're going red. They come in that 51 car. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got this red flag here. Oh, I can see. All right, car number 061. He said spent quite a bit of time in the pit area. Back on the track. That's Rick Lampy out of Fairgrove, Missouri. Sponsored by Bill Grant Ford. Car number 061. Good to have him back out here. And you're starting to see sheet metal disappearing. Car number 3 out of Pearland, Texas. This guy's been, oh, we got one around. So everybody out there's got a little bit of damage now, except for that 1126 car. He's still clean. I hate to jinx the guy, but he's still clean. Let's see here. Trying to keep the microphone full of words here. Car number 16 down the front straightaway. Just a big old Chevy. That's John Lyon out of Palmer, Iowa. He's a machinist, sponsored by Lion Salvages. And you've got just about every kind of guy out here you can imagine racing. But I tell you what, the people that are in the grandstands up here, they're scoring. These are the people that they probably got the toughest job of anybody out here. Because your car can go out there and run all 300 laps. They can go out there and run 310 laps. But if you don't ride down every lap, it doesn't matter. These scores, each car's got their own score up here in the pit area, in the grandstands. And their job is to write down the time that their car goes by in front of that clock. Spinning turn number 4. He gets to the infield. That is car number 81. And he's just a guy that came out here with a car set up on street tires. That's Jay Weeks out of Sealy, Oklahoma. He's a dirt contractor. Sponsored by Weeks Blade Service. It looks like he's going to park the bulldozer out there in the infield. Can't tell, but it looks like he might have a flat right rear tire. Jerry Schweitzer in car number 43. He's had some problems with his car tonight. He's back on the track. Saw Howard Willis, car number 23, right beside him a while ago. He was in the pit area, got back out here trying to make some more laps in that thing. It's consistency. You have to consistently keep your car on the track, keep them going the whole entire night. Car number 7G goes down the front straightaway. 7G, that is going to be driven by Alvin Grumpy Williams. Said he worked for, he didn't do nothing for 40 years. I asked him what he did for a living. He said he's just grumpy for 40 years. But all of his buddies said he did a good job at being grumpy. Car number 158 down the front straightaway. Let's see. Let me try to round him up on his numbers. Let's see. That is Richie Robbins out of Waco, Texas. Sponsored by Brake and Clutch Supply, Auto Works, and Wilson Chassis. You don't see too many Camaros still running around, but he's got the 158 out here, doing a good job, keeping him good and clean and green. Oh, we got one turned around. Car number 996 gets turned around. In turn number 2, he gets it reeled back in, back up and running. That is Jamie Songer out of Iowa. So the cars, there's got to be quite a few of them over in the pit area right now. But we've still got a red flag on the situation. Got a bumper on the track over here. We'll get the bumper off the track. And now look, when red flag comes out, that means stop immediately. Back in their positions like, no, no, no. It's green flag time. Here we go. All right, Sonny Hunt, all the way at the top of the track in car number 70. He's been running up there in the top all night. He's still up there. I think that is a Nova, car number 70. Sonny Hunt coming down the front straightaway. Here he comes now. That used to be the car that everybody built their dirt cars out of. And now everybody uses the Monte Carlo. Most of the cars you see out there are Monte Carlos. I thought the wrecker was fixing to push my golf cart off out of the way. Car number 62. Down the front straightaway. That car kind of looks like a gremlin a little bit. Try to find car 62, where he's from and everything. That's Andy Beckman out of Wall Lake, Iowa. He's an engine builder. Sponsored by Engineered Autosports and HP Dynamics. Car number 62. Now, Andy Beckman, if you look at the back of his car, you can see the way it's made as it goes down the back straightaway. It looks a lot like a sprint car. It's all curled in. There's no sheet metal hanging out there for anybody to get hung up on. He's about to come around the inside of the 007 of Corey Neal. So these cars are starting to develop into specialized cars just for this kind of racing. They have way heavy bumpers on them all the way around. Car number 40 is back out there on the track. A while ago, he lost had a tire rub on the inside. They got it all straightened back out. He's back out here. Car number 40. You never know. Never count these cars out there. Doug Manchester out of Houston, Texas. He's a welder, sponsored by Santa Weld. I was looking at the rear bumper on the 40 car. Really a great looking job of welding on his car here as he comes by. Let's see here. That's Jerry Schweitzer in car number 43 around. He's going to spin around, back it up into the pit, into the infield, and we'll see if he's going to keep that thing fired back up. He's still sitting there, still sitting there. He's off the track, though. He's out of the way. All right, that 33 car, looks like the front bumper is coming loose on him, on the front bumper. I thought they just stopped for him a while ago. Yeah, look at the front bumper on him. It looks like he's sticking out. Car number 16, down the front straightaway. Green and white car. That is John Lyon. Spin and turn number 4. Car number 9's involved. Car 71. All right. They're going to pull around there and say, hey, how you doing, bub? Car 71 still sitting there, still sitting there. Car number 6 is involved in the wreck as well. Car 71, that's Don Clay out of Shawnee, Oklahoma. Sponsored by Hudson Brothers Engineering. They're all happy now. Everybody's going back racing. Car number 6 involved in that wreck as well. That is going to be driven by Nate Masterson of the National Guard. He's out of Pflugerville, Texas. Car number 251. I think they should almost give an award for the most destruction to a car, and his car would definitely be up there. He's got lots of damage. Oh, 62 and 23 hooked up. And these are all 2 fast hot rods right here. Howard Willis on the inside in car number 23. The outside of car number 62. That is Andy Beckman. Jerry Schweitzer, 43, back to the infield once again. All right, the sun is set down. The lights are on here at Lawton Speedway, Lawton, Oklahoma, along with Race On Texas, putting on a great show here. Big race promotions coming up out of Houston to come down and put on this show for you up here. Race On Texas, the official photographers of the track, but not only they're photographers and video guys, they do a great job of just keeping the things safe out here. They're watching for all the debris that could be going on, whatever. We'd also like to thank the entertainment company for all the things they do for us out here to put on this great show. So it looks like there might be quite a few cars off the track. I'd try to count them right now, but there's no possible way. I'm going to try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, I'm going to try to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Right now, I counted 29 cars on the track, so it looks like about half of them are in the pit area. So we're still more than what you'd have for a normal Saturday night shootout. I mean, 20 cars for a feature is always a great event. We started out with 63, and I tell you what, one guy's asking, man, is this a demo derby? No, it's going to be a legitimate race the whole night long. So next year, I guarantee it, our Oklahoma guys, they'll be, oh, car number 7G, he's dragging down hard. That is Alan Grumpy Williams out of Hutto, Texas. He's going to try to get this thing off the track. He's going awful slow. Got a red flag situation. Car number 7. Now here's the disadvantage of having a black rear bumper. You want to be able to be seen. You do not want it to where you cannot see the car. Paint them things fluorescent orange or something, man. Make your car bright. All right, here we go. Howard Willis, car number 23, blitzing down the front straightaway here. So we are getting off. Yeah, that's the plastic one there. The one I was talking about was on that 33 car.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Well, there's debris right here.
All right, here we go. Car number 70, Sonny Hunt. Still doing well out there, 16. You can see the cars that are picking off. They're picking off 2 and 3 cars a lap. And it's just trying to be the survival of the fittest out here. Watch Howard Willis, car 23. He'll go around the 9 car. And there he'll get around, pick off 1, 2, 3 cars as he goes down the back straightaway. All right, so I wouldn't say the traffic jam has died down, but we're down to like 3 abreast now. We started out, we was going 4 and 5 wide. We're down to 3 abreast now. But we still got lots of great racing action with about half the cars in the pits. They can come back out here at any time. You want to continually just keep on making laps the whole night long. Car number 82, he's minus the whole entire front bumper on that car. Started out looking like a stock car. He's down to nothing more than a street stock. All right, Jeremy Oliver out of Chilton, Texas. Car number 82, sponsored by Wilson Chassis, Hamrick Racing Chassis, and 5-1 Designs. Like I said, he's lost quite a bit of sheet metal, but the car's still doing good. Red flag is on the track for some debris once again. Got a little bit of debris over here coming out of turn number 4. We're stopping once again for safety. We'll get that piece of junk picked up. Oh, Jerry Schweitzer, car number 43, down the front straightaway. The 2 cars out of Texas, Howard Willis and car number 23, right beside the 3 car out of Pearland, Jamie Bigman, along with the 007. And that is going to be driven by Corey Neal. Car number 8 goes by. That's been a strong running Camaro all night long. That is Kenny Smitherman out of Burleson, Texas. Transmission builder. He's down the back straightaway. You don't see too many Camaros still running around anywhere. Got about 3 or 4 of them out here tonight. That's what's cool about these enduro races. You can run anything you want to. You can bring a limited modified. You can bring a stock car. All right, at lap 200, Howard Willis in car number 23, the 149, also at lap 200. Paul White, car number 62 at the lap 200. All right, bumpers coming out on the track here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 2/3 the way through this race here. Howard Willis, car number 23 at lap 200. Car number 149, also at lap 200. Here we go, back up and running. Car number 16, also at lap 200. That's John Lyons out of Palmer, Iowa. So this race is 2/3 the way in the book. It's 8:39, an hour and a half. We've run 200 laps. You know, I honestly think if NASCAR could do a show like this, I might not fall asleep. But you're not going to fall asleep watching this race here. These guys, they put on a great show. Anytime you get a chance to go watch an enduro put on by Big Race Promotions, you need to be there. Car number 31 down the front straightaway, a tribute to Dale Earnhardt. That is going to be driven by Derek Wilson. Derek's out of Chanute, Kansas. Car's coming back on the track right now. I'm trying to see him as he comes on here. Car number 9 makes his way to the 200 lap. Car number 701 coming back into the track. That is David Golden. David Golden been off the track for a few laps, but he comes back out here. It's all that matters. You want to continue to make laps, laps, laps. So Howard Willis goes by, car number 23, unofficially one of your front runners. Nothing unusual for Howard to be up front. Howard runs these kind of things all the time. He's just a tough competitor. He's been racing well over 30 years that I know. The 35 car down the front straightaway out of Iowa. Now these guys out of Iowa, they've got something going on with these things here. They come down there with the stock cars, and they don't even run the limited modifieds. That's Devin Smith, and he's out of Lake City, Iowa. Car number 140 goes by the front straightaway. Car 140, that's going to be driven by Jeremy Wilson. And Jeremy lost quite a bit of sheet metal, got the whole entire front cap off. Car number 71 around. Car number 22 loops around, coming out of turn number 4. That's going to be Cody McDowell. Cody out of Walters, Oklahoma, still sitting there trying to get the 22 car. That's the 221 car, I believe. These guys, they got such crazy numbers, it's kind of hard to tell. Yep, that's 221. Gets his car fired back up and running. That's James Farmer in car number 221. So with any kind of motor, you got some guys that are just going out here and making just blitz off speeds. Car number 47, he's going to take his car to the pits. He's been off the track a couple of times. That's Chisholm Bishop out of Cache, Oklahoma. Car number 22 goes by us right now. That is a limited modified. That's Cody McDowell, and Cody is out of Walters, Oklahoma. Now, Cody's had a little bit of problems out here tonight. Been able to come back out here a couple of times, and that's what it takes. You just got to make the laps. So our race is starting to stretch out. We're well into the 2/3 the way through this race. Less than 100 laps to go. We're probably less than 75 laps to go by now, and we will be having a winner. If you've never had a chance to come to one of these races, we got a big one coming up over at Devil's Bowl Speedway on October 5th and 6th. It'll be a Friday and Saturday night, and it is going to be $25,000 on the line. Great money right there. The 3 car, that's Roger Hellman out of Pearland, Texas. The big Texas flag on top of that car. He always runs strong anytime he's at these races. Corey Neal in car number 007. He's got his son out there racing now. And he's not racing out here tonight, but his son started running the limited modifieds down in South Texas, Southeast Louisiana. Car number 51 got the blue lights on there, the old Kmart sponsorship. That is Greg Seal out of Toluga, Oklahoma. Sponsored by Vernon Lawrence Racing. Now car number 2X, he's got the really cool looking, looks like Demolition Derby headers on his car. That's Peyton Renke. And he's been off the track a couple of times, but he's keeping that 2X going out there. That's all that matters. You got to make laps, laps, laps. But I guarantee it, next time these guys come out here, they'll be more prepared. That's just one cool thing about race car people. Some of the hardest working people there are, period. Because you got to have a 40-hour job just to be able to do these things. And then you got to work another 40 hours so you can put the race car on the track. So they're definitely not lazy people in any way putting these race cars out here. Car number 149, he's been up at the top. That's Paul White, I believe it is. Double check here. That's Paul White out of Waco, Texas. He runs a powder coating business. So if you need to get your car powder coated, call him up. He can hook you up. He's the one of the little Pinto station wagon in car number 149. And he goes around the 51 car. You've got to pick your way through traffic. I'm going to kind of watch Howard Willis here for a second, and the 149 of Paul White for about a lap to see, because they're exactly a half a lap apart. So Willis on the back straight away, White, they're still about the same spot. Looks like they're making about the same lap times. And once again, so the 23 and the 149, watching them. One's in one corner, the other's the other. They'll try to cross up at the start-finish line. They are running it dead on the exact same time, the 149 and the 23. That's about the smartest thing I can figure out to see who's going faster, and it looks like for about the last 5 laps, the 149 and the 23 have been exactly the same spot as they cross across the start-finish line. And these are your top 2 cars. They're exactly halfway apart from one another. And it doesn't matter how much traffic they're in. They're just making up the same amount of time. Now the 62 car, he's been up there with them all night long. Try to find where he's at. Looks like the 149 of Paul White has finally gained a little bit of ground on Howard Willis. But Howard's in a lot of traffic right now. He's right side beside the 62 car. The 62 car, he's one of the cars that's up front. So it's going to be kind of a mix up to see who's going to get out here a little bit quicker. 62, I think, might be the fastest car out there, just watching them go around. But keep in mind, lap traffic begins to play into it. Andy Beckman in car number 62, right in front of Howard Willis. There's a lot of traffic right now, and we're going to try to see which of these cars is going a little bit quicker. I really think Paul White's 149 might be the fastest car out there. He's got Corey Neal right in front of him. Oh yeah, Paul White is making up time to the rear bumper of Howard Willis. Now Beckman's in a lot of traffic right there trying to get around. and he'll go to the high side. He's going to get around about 3 cars. Here comes Willis on the inside. Willis is going to get up there and get around 3 cars. Meanwhile, Paul White in car 149, he's closing that gap up, and it looks like, oh yeah, he's made up probably about 1/8 of a lap in the last 5 or 6 laps, just watching these cars go around. Paul White will get to the halfway point of the back straightaway, and now comes Willis. The 23 and the 62, 2 of your top runners, they're running side by side right now. One will go to the bottom, one will go to the top. And Paul White is running them both down in car number 149. Howard Willis, the 23 to the rear bumper. Watch the 23 and the 62. These guys are side by side, 2 of your faster cars out here. But the 149 is running them both down. Willis finally gets around the inside of the traffic. Paul White's on the high side, still trying to get around. So I've been watching these cars here for the last several laps. Lots of racing going on all the way around the track. But I do know that these cars are in the plus 200 range. It's like we have a gap here. We actually had the biggest gap. We had about 100 yards of no cars on the track there for a second. That is the first time I've seen that all night long. A while ago I counted the cars. We had about 40 cars out there, 34 cars out there on the track. And I do not see Howard Willis. Howard Willis has cleared Beckman. So Howard Willis in 23 on the front straightaway. Beckman trying to get around some lap traffic. And Paul White is closing in. It looks like they're back to about the same spot. Paul White and Howard Willis on the same spot on the track. As they go by the start-finish line, I'm looking at the back straightaway. Willis gets there before Beckman. So it looks like Howard Willis might be having a fast time right now, but he's got no traffic in front of him. Traffic is the killer out here, man. It slows you down. Car number 8, he was running really, really fast earlier tonight. It looks like he's dropped off the pace. He's down at the bottom of the track, just trying to keep making laps. And so we are watching this here to see where we're at. The racetrack is coming on down here. So Andy Beckman in car number 162 goes by the front straightaway. Car number 35, he's up there as well. That's Devin Smith out of Lake City, Iowa. Corey Neal, car number 007, goes by the front straightaway. These are your front runners. I still cannot believe that 1126 truck. He put a brand new body to come up here and race tonight. That is Dean Abbey. He's out of Roanoke, Texas, and that thing is still just as straight. This is like lap 250 we're getting close to. Not quite there, but we're getting awful close. The 47 goes by, and still got the rear bumper cover on him dragging pretty good, but it's all plastic. We're not going to worry about it. The wrecker has not really been a major factor out here tonight. Usually the wrecker's a major thing out here on the track continually. It's either been stop the race or we're going wide open. We've had to stop a couple of times because bumpers on the track. Other than that, we've had one car flip. And other than that, it's just been some good, clean racing out here. Lawton, Oklahoma. We're at Lawton Speedway tonight for the Bullseye 300. Once again, we'd like to thank the entertainment company for sponsoring out here. Best looking car. That went to car number 1. He lasted about 20 laps and something happened to him. And Harold Lindsay, the oldest driver out here, 74 years old. Both these guys picked up $200 before the race even started. And then we had a draw to see who was going to go to the pole. And I think the number 1 picked up that as well. So he picked up $300 and parked the car in the infield. That's more than most of these guys will make on a Saturday night. Car number 7 is awful slow on the back straightaway. And he's going to try to keep him going. This race is starting to wind down. We got to be getting down to the nitty-gritty. Paul White, car number 149, goes down the front straightaway with Corey Neal right behind him. Going to check to see where Howard Willis is. Oh, I think Howard's gaining on him right now. But Paul White, car number 149, he's in a lot of traffic right now. Oh, we got a spinner in turn number 3. Your leader gets by, or one of your leaders gets by him. I cannot make out what car number that is. He's going to get him fired back up and running. I think that is the 016, not positive. '061 spins around. He's fired back up and running. That's Rick Lampy out of Fairgrove, Missouri, in car number 061. Gets that car finally fired back up. So the track out here has held up absolutely perfect. I'll tell you what, I don't see any ruts in the track at all. And in the past, I've seen tracks where they'll beat up on you and tear cars up, but it looks like the track is a perfect surface out here tonight here at Lawton Speedway. Now, they'll be racing out here next Saturday night. He said he thinks the sprint car's coming, but for sure the limiteds and the street stocks. So come on out here if you're around the Lawton, Oklahoma area and watch some more great racing this Saturday night. They'll be starting at 8 o'clock. Car 158. All right, cars now hitting the 250 mark. Howard Willis, lap 250. We have got car number 149 to lap 250. Now this is unofficial. 62 is there. Howard Willis is pulled off the track. He was one of the cars, the first cars of lap 250. Now he's pitted on the back straightaway. I can see him. He's working his way down the pit area. He's going to pull his car up there and stop. His crew is going to jump out there. 149 is up there. So 16 is in there. 62 as well. I'm trying to see. I can see Howard Willis's crew over there on the back straightaway. They're working on the car feverishly. See some debris going down the back straightaway. It looks like a wheel plug or something. Nothing major. We'll keep it clean and green going racing. So Howard Willis, 35, car number 35 has reached the 250 lap. 71 is at 250. We got a wreck. We're gonna have to stop the race. We got the monster truck tire right in front of a car. And that bounced off one of your leaders, car number 149. Red flag is in the air. Car number 251 bumped into the monster truck tire. And when he did, he put it up on the end. Right. All right, this could be it. We're down to the last 50 laps. Down to the last 50 laps of racing. Howard Willis has parked the car at the trailer. I cannot believe this. Running so good, and he has loaded it into the trailer. Right in front of him, the 97 car. Another car is doing good. Car number 40 is spun around in turn number 3 and 4. Looks like he's going to try to get him fired back up and head in the right direction. Can't tell, but he's having some problems. Here goes car number 40. He's got it straightened back out and running. So right now, watch the 149 and the 62 car. Paul White, I saw him. He's out of Waco, Texas. He's on the front straightaway right now. He's got the little Pinto station wagon, and that car is always a strong contender. He was up there in the lead at Devil's Bowl Speedway. So apparently there's a lot of oil at turn number 4 right now, and they are loose. Car number 8 has made the 250 mark, so car 8 is around there at 250. Car 62 is loose. Now this is a guy that's been strong all night long. I saw him a while ago. He was loose as he come out of turn number 4. Watch that purple and white car as he comes out of turn number 3 and 4. He's going to keep it straight this time. I think that's Beckman. Yeah, it's Andy Beckman in car number 62. So Paul White, let me find him. He's one of your leaders. Where's he at? There he is. He's coming out of turn number 3 and 4. We got a car spinning. There's got to be a lot of oil up there on the top of that track. Car number 6 is spun around. He gets to the infield. It's all clean and green. That's Nathan Masterson in car number 6. Gonna go back to racing, and he's gonna join back on the front straightaway. Car number 16, he's up there. Now you think you got to have a modified. Car number 16 is just a big old car. That's all you can say about him. I'm not sure. I think it's a John Lyon out of Palmer, Iowa, car number 16. He's up there in the top 5 for sure. But like I said, nothing is official until it is reviewed. So don't be going home saying, hey man, who won? It's going to take a few minutes and we'll go back and find out who your winner is. Howard Willis, car number 23, just handed in his card. Tough break. I see another card going in the box. That is tough when you start tapping out in this race here. So Paul White, car number 149, the powder coater, doing really good, along with the 62 of Beckman, Andy Beckman, the 16 car of John Lyons. Now Corey Neal just went by. Corey is always a tough contender. We got a car spinning around in turn 2. He's going to reel it back in, keep it going. That's car number 7. 35 laps to go. 35 laps to go. Car 40 is trying to spin around. They've got to have some kind of liquid on the track because the cars all of a sudden have started getting loose. They're loose in turn 3 and 4. They're loose in 1 and 2. Now this is what can mess up your run right here. You come out here for a good run, let somebody get crossways in front of you, and watch out. It has got to be slick down there. Got a good 2-lane track out here. I mean, it has to be 2 lanes because they're running 2 lanes, 3 and 4 sometimes. Side by side as they come off of turn number 3 and 4. The 50 car having a great time out here. That is Timmy Burchett out of Celia, Oklahoma in car number 51. Had a good time out here. He lost a bumper on the thing earlier. All right, so we're wrapping this race here up. 9 o'clock. We could have you out of here by 9:30 the way this race is going right now. It is going. Car number 3 goes by. That is Roger Hellman out of Pearland, Texas. Andy Beckman, car number 62. He is revving that thing up against the rev limiter. I don't know why, but the thing has started getting the busting the tires loose coming off of turn 4. You can hear him once he comes out of here. Up, car number 2 tries to spin out, or 22 tries to spin out. Okay, so I'm going to start watching the 62 of Beckman and Paul White. Paul White in 149. He'll come down the front straightaway right now, and he's about the same time as the 62 car of Beckman. Watch him once again. I'm watching against the flag stand, the back straightaway, and it looks like Paul White has an advantage over Beckman right now. Beckman is in the 62 car. It's purple and white with a big green X. Paul White in the white station wagon, car number 149. The 16 car, been a tough car all night long. That's John Lyons out of Iowa. Imagine that. These Iowa guys, they're tough. They are tough when they come down here. Got a big enduro coming up here. Going to be brought to you by the number 996 car. And so right now it looks like unofficially the 149 and the 62, they're battling it out. And 149 gets to the start finish line a little bit quicker than 62. Kind of wash them up. Let's see who's crossing over quickest. Yeah. And 149 got it by a bunch that time. All right, so Andy Beckman out of turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. I think he's run a little bit quicker than Beckman in car number 62. So Corey Neal, 007, the big wing goes by. Hadn't really been a factor tonight. He has been in the past. Paul White, I think he's definitely going a little bit quicker than the 62 of Beckman. 149. Car number 149 is at lap 275. Lap 275 for 149. So back, Paul White, 275. And they are coming off of turn number 4, 4 wide. You know, even though they're not running up in the front, it doesn't matter. They're still running for good prize money back of probably 25 positions. I'm not sure what the total payout is on this track, but it's a great payout here. Big Race Promotions always puts on a great show anywhere they're at. All right. All right. Anything I say is not official. If I say it, it's just because I'm trying to keep the microphone full of words. 35 is at lap 275. So it's unofficial until it is officially gone back over through the scorecards to make sure that everything is right. And I tell you, this is probably the coolest system of working a race because there's no way to cheat the system. It's all recorded. They're going to go back. They're going to check the lap times. These guys can do it so fast. It's unreal. So it's going to be a few minutes after the race is all over with to say who is the winner. They still have to get 50-50 money, so we still got some stuff to do. I can do that until I do. All right, there goes Paul White. He's your unofficial leader right now. And we're going to try to find out where he's at compared to Beckman. Beckman is a little bit faster that lap than Paul White. And what I'm doing is I'm comparing to see who is where on the front straightaway to the back straightaway. Now, Paul White, he went over to Devil's Bowl Speedway last year. He had a great run, but I think he had some problems. Car number 31 is slow on the front straightaway. And he will get the car up and out of here. Keep in mind, 300 laps of racing, that is about 12 nights of racing at your normal dirt track. So a full season of racing. That guy is born in the bad spot. You can't even see the 31 car. Just over there. You can barely see him over there. Car 31 is pulled off the track, but that's Derek Wilson out of Chinook, Kansas. You can't really see his car. He's parked up there in the top of turn number 2. We've got a spin in turn number 3. That's car number 71. He gets the 71 car fired back up and running. That's Don Clay out of Shawnee, Oklahoma. Well, my pickup there with the beautiful body on it, car number 1126. He's finally lost the hood on that thing. But he's still going. The wrecker is going over there to pick up. We've got a car number 31. He broke down over there just off the track. You couldn't quite see him. Two X is back out there. He's been off the track for quite a while. Good to see him come back out here racing with us. That is going to be driven by John Rinke. Car number 8. He was one of those front runners, Kenny Smitherman, and he's back on the track. The 22, let's see, he's had quite a bit of problems out here tonight, I believe. That is Cody McDowell out of Walters, Oklahoma. And Paul White, car number 149, continues to make laps out of Waco, Texas. Roger Hellman, car number 3, the big Texas flag on top of his car, right in front of Corey Neal, car number 007. These are cars you'll be able to see at the Lone Star 600 coming up October 5th and 6th at Devil's Bowl Speedway in Mesquite, Texas. You don't want to miss that show there. Close to 200 cars will take to the track. We're looking forward to one of the biggest nights of racing you can imagine over there. So we are inside. We got to be down. Okay, 996 just hit 275. But we have got to be getting close to the end of the race here. Brad Dixon starting to make his way down here. Brad will get up in the grandstands and he'll get after these people here. He'll try to find out where exactly you're at. Andy Beckman, car number 62. He's been up in the front the whole night. Trying to find his car right now. Where's he at? There's Andy Beckman, and he almost gets together with the 82 down the front straightaway. Him and Corey Neal have been side by side for quite a while, and that has kind of slowed him down some. You want to get to the point where you can be out in a free spot. However, I think Beckman might be catching up to the 149 car, but I think he's a couple of laps down. Unofficially. That's my favorite word. So that's 149 right there, right? Looks like about less than 10 laps to go right now for the 149 unofficially. All right, car number 6. That's my buddy from Brahms earlier today. That is Nathan Masterson out of Pflugerville, Texas. Got the big old Chevy Caprice on the back straightaway. Car number 35 goes by. That is going to be driven by Devin Smith out of Lake City, Iowa. These Iowa guys, I tell you, these guys, they must go home. I was talking to them. A lot of them are pig farmers of all things. I was talking to them. I was asking him, I said, how many pigs you got? You know, I just say, well, I figured around 10, 15. 2,800 pigs is what he's in charge of, and his brother is in charge of like 10,000 pigs.
5 laps to go.
How many?
5 laps.
We're down to 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. So we can start counting them down unofficially. Paul White on the back straightaway, coming to 3 and 4. The 149 there, Paul White, it looks like is your current leader. Unofficially, we're going to check it here in a minute. So keep your eye on the 149. There he is on the front straightaway. She need to come in? She with you? All right, car number 149. We're getting close. Oh, big wreck. Oh, big wreck. Car upside down on the back straightaway. I cannot make...
Roll EMS. Roll EMS precautionary here.
Do you mind after the race is over? Because we're going to have about 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right.
We have a sign down there that we're gonna, like, all the way down.
All right. That's fine. Go ahead and tell us.
Here we go. Watch that 149. Oh, 62 shoots around him. 62 gets a whole shot on Paul White. This could be a big deal here. Paul White spun the tires on the takeoff. The 62 goes out there and gets around him. This could be for $10,000. Car 62. Andy Beckman gets around Paul White. Paul White, checkers are in the air. Checkers are in the air. Wow, what a race.
We'll have to clear it here so we can check these.
Okay. All right, go out here. All right, go out here. Let's go out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a few minutes before we find out our official winner.
So let's go down here. Get out of their way.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't go nowhere. We've got 50-50 money we're fixed to draw for. Hey, we hope you've enjoyed the first ever Bullseye 300. If you enjoyed it, make some noise. It's going to be about 5 minutes before we know who the official winner is, because these guys, every lap has been videoed. Race Saver Sprints, USRA mods, limited mods, and mini stocks. What is y'all's webpage, or how'd you find that? It's on Facebook or what? LawtonSpeedway.com. Look, we want this bigger crowd out here next Saturday night, okay? All right, guys. Hey, we really enjoyed it. We're pulling these cars up here. I'm going to go out here and talk to some of our drivers. If you have a scorecard, I need you to put your scorecard in the box. All scorecards in the box.
Skip.
All right, I'm going to go out here and talk to these drivers here real quick. They put on a heck of a show here, and it'll be a couple of minutes before we officially know who the winner is. Where's Paul White at? Paul White? Paul's out here taking a shower on the front straightaway right now. He doesn't even want to talk to me right now. Whoo! You got some dust in the. They are doing the water washdowns right now. He says, forget you. I don't want to talk to you. I want to get this dirt out of my eyes. Paul White out of Waco, Texas. Paul, I love that Pinto station wagon.
Is that what that is?
I think it looks like a Pinto station wagon to me. Come on up here so they can see you. Don't go nowhere. Paul, I saw you over at Devil's Bowl last year. You did really well with the car as well over there. What is the secret to making this thing go fast?
Well, it's pretty steady more than anything else, and then just trying to not get in too much trouble where you knock yourself out.
You almost got taken out with about 2 laps to go, coming out the back straightaway here, and it just happened in front of you. Is all you can say.
Yeah, it did. It kind of started a little bit, up here out of 2, and I saw it, and then he broke loose, and I saw him go back across the track, and I was glad I wasn't on the outside of him anyway.
I tell you what, man, it's a great job out here. So you're a powder coater, is that true?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, huh? All right. So powder coat chassis. What else you do?
Oh, we do a bunch of big stuff, industrial stuff and everything, and the car stuff's just the fun part and the things we enjoy doing.
Now let's say somebody's got some little metal lawn chairs. Can you do those?
Oh yeah.
So you can powder coat anything you bring to you.
Yeah, if it's metal, we can do it.
Out of Waco, Texas?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for car number 149. Officially, he's in the top right now. We're going to let you know in a few minutes who the winner was. Andy Beckman. Where you at, Andy? You, Andy? All right, Andy Beckman. He drives car number 62. Andy, I got a question for you. What kind of car is that?
That's a homemade car. We built that last year right before the 600.
All right. I was looking at, man, it is plated with steel from one end to the other.
Yeah, I figured, most important thing is try to protect your tires. So we tried to keep the car pretty wide and keep some steel down at the bottom and, aluminum on the top there to keep it light.
How often do you run these races like this?
We came down here to Texas in February, and we usually run the Lone Star, but I don't get a chance to race too much, so we do kind of enjoy coming down here and The hospitality of you guys are great down here, whether we're in Oklahoma or Texas. Everybody's treated us fantastic, and we hope that some of these drivers make it up to Iowa to that enduro. We'd like to do the same thing.
Tell me about your enduro y'all got coming up. Let me get where they can see you. Tell me about your enduro you got coming up here on Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, it got moved to Sunday of Labor Day. Jamie Songer's putting it on. Guaranteed payout. Track facility is really nice. Nice grandstands, nice track. We're looking forward to it.
Hey, what do you think about the facility here, man? I mean, this is smooth, smooth, smooth.
I'm definitely not used to running on this red dirt. This looks weird.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, man. We're going to find out here in a few minutes who our winner is. Great run tonight. We're going to scoot on back in here. The number 3 car, Roger Hellman. Where's Roger at? Roger out of Pearland, Texas, man. Great job out here. I've seen you run. I saw you over at, you were at Royal Purple Raceway the first time I saw you.
Yes, sir.
I saw you at Battleground.
Yes, sir.
I've seen you over at Devil's Bowl.
Gator Bowl, Devil's Bowl, you name it. We've been there just about.
All right. So this thing here, specifically built for this kind of racing, correct?
Yes, sir. For this race.
All right. What else do you do? What other kind of races are you doing?
I used to race street stock and limited modified. I won the championship in 2 different classes, but I've raced a long time.
All right. So what size motor do you have in this thing?
It is a 602 crate motor.
602 crate motor. So you're looking at what, $3,500 for a motor?
Yeah, but you can actually buy $2,800 if you know the right people. Okay.
All right. So I mean, you're running street tires in this thing? Is that street?
Street tires.
I was just looking over here. He's running the Hoosier. Looks like a sprint car tire. We got the modified tires here, and you guys, I mean, street tires. Not only we're running,
Got the titties.
not only run street. What kind of wheels are those?
It's a Chevy Avalanche.
All right, so you got some Chevy Avalanche wheels in this thing, 6-lug wheels. I mean, these things are built up rock solid tough. Let me go over here. We're going to talk to car number 140. Jeremy Wilson. Where's Jeremy? Jeremy Wilson, car 140. You started out with the street stock. Looks like you got it modified now.
Something like that.
So tell me about this car here. How much time do you spend just setting this thing up? I realize this car is set up just for this. Do you run it any other places besides the Enduros?
This is it. It's ran Baytown 2 years in a row, and this race here.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what kind of motor you have in here?
It's got a 358, Vortex 358.
All right. Let me ask you this. How many times do you have to go back? Did you refuel it all tonight?
Not refuel. Some of these guys run you over, so three tires for sure.
3 tires. All right. Good run out here tonight. Where is the driver of the 35 car? Here he comes there. Let's go to the front here. Devin Smith. You're the pig farmer, right? All right. My pig farmer friend. Car number 35. How many pigs you in charge of?
10,000.
10,000. How many in the grandstands like bacon? Raise your hands if you like bacon. Whee! All right. That one guy out there, he loves some bacon. All right. This is the guy that's responsible for getting bacon to your plates. 10,000 pigs. That's crazy.
It is. It's a lot of work. I needed a vacation, so I came down to Oklahoma.
So what are the pigs doing while you're down here?
Hopefully sleeping.
They're sleeping. All right. So how do you manage I mean, I realize you got a race car, but I want to know more about these 10,000 pigs. How big of a farm does it take to cover up 10,000 pigs?
5 different hog sites.
Wow. Okay. And they're you have like little piggy pods, or what do you call them?
Just barns.
Pig barns. All right. Hey, all right. Let's talk about this car here, man. I have been looking at this thing here all night long. I can read one part of the 5. I knew it was 35. How many races do you have on this thing?
Oh, we just counted up just the motor alone has 2,300 laps on it. The car pie has many, many more than that. It used to be an old hobby stock. Then we converted it into a enduro car, and I've been doing it for, I don't know, 5-6 years now.
All right. So same body?
No, I actually tumbled it down at Baytown one of them years, so I had to put a different body on. But it's a used body. We race IMCA stock cars back home, so we just used an old body.
All right. Well, man, I tell you what, you did a great job here. Car number 35. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him. He came out here, Devin Smith. All right, let's go over and talk to Songer here. He's the guy that's going to be putting on the big race up in Iowa. Let's talk. You're the man putting on the race, right? Yeah. He was like, I am. All right.
I'm the guy that's going to lose a lot of damn money.
Oh, now, come on now. All right, so how many cars you expecting up in Iowa?
I think we'll get 60 or 70, about what we had here tonight. So I think Beckman sold me a motor that wasn't very good, so I wouldn't win. I think that's the deal.
All right, so let me ask you this. Putting one of these things on, how many races have you put on like this?
We ran 5 the first year, 4 the second year, and this will be the 10th race. My wife refers to it as a down payment of the house series. That's about what we've lost.
All right, man. All right. So the car 996, man, he is running pretty good out there tonight.
I wouldn't say I was running pretty good. I just turned laps, but yeah, this thing's a tank. I mean, nobody wants to hit it. They're scared of it. I mean, I hit a late model down in Texas, or down in the Lone Star 600. He had a tailpiece when I hit him. He didn't when I got done.
All right, I was just looking how nice you got the fender wells rolled up, and you got 1.5-inch pipe around the fender wells. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a Beckman design.
All right, man.
You know you got a series like an enduro race when Andy Beckman can be your head crew chief.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Songer in car number 996. All right, let me go over and talk to car number 6. These are my friends I made over there today at the Brahms Ice Cream. Man, you guys are lucky to have a Brahms Ice Cream here. That's some good places to eat there. Car number 6, Nathan Masterson. Nathan, great run, man.
I appreciate it.
I tell you what you have today at Brahms?
What's that?
What did you today at Brahms?
Too big of a hamburger.
Too big of a hamburger. All right. So did you enjoy this thing here today?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. You going to try to make the Lone Star 600?
I wish I could. I won't be here, though.
And why won't you be here?
I'm going to Iraq.
Go on. Ladies and gentlemen, can you give this guy a big hand? He won't be able to be the Lone Star 600, but he's going to be defending our country. Man, I appreciate what you do. Congratulations. All right. Check, check, mic check. Hey, I got it back to working here. Got to hit the right button here. Got excited and turned him off here. All right, we're back to working here. All right, you drove the number 9 car, and you kept losing sheet metal all night. What was up with that?
Well, I lost a lot more than that. Clutch went out. That was it.
That's it. That'll do it for you.
Yep, took a few too many hits.
All right, well, I tell you what, it's good to have you out here. You'll be at the Lone Star 600?
Yes, sir.
All right, looking forward to having you there. All right. Let me make my way over here to the guy that's driving the wing modified street stock, Corey Neal over here. That sprint car. Come over here where we can see you a little bit better here. Corey Neal, he drives this thing. Now, you almost won this thing down in Baytown, correct? Or you did win it?
Battleground.
Battleground.
Second to third.
All right. Now, I got one more question. I was watching the same car, I believe, race over at Golden Triangle Speedway in Beaumont one night.
Yes, sir.
It got wiped out completely, right?
Oh, yeah. What I remember.
You got knocked out in there, right?
Yeah, I remember getting an ambulance, and I remember being at the hospital. Other than that, I don't remember a whole lot about it.
That was a tough hit, man. I mean, you were kind of get off the track, and a car come along and just had nowhere to go. It just clipped you. I squashed that thing pretty bad.
Yeah, it was a hard hit. I've had this car a long time, and that's the hardest hit that's been in it. Knocked the cage over. Thanks to Jeff Hogue, though, we brought it over there, and he pulled it over for me, got me lined back out.
All right, so I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the ground all the way through your car right now here. So there's no door panel. What is missing over there?
Usually I run front fenders on it, but I take them off on this in case we have a little damage. It's easier to get to, and also I can see my tires and know what condition they're in while I'm going.
All right, let me talk to Jack here. All right, I'm looking for Brad Dixon. Okay. Okay. Brad's on his way back. He's going to write that big old $10,000 check. a lot of zeros after right for a dirt track. Ladies and gentlemen, this track is absolutely perfect. If they could build roads like this in Louisiana, I'd be a whole lot happier. Coming in here with that big old check for $10,000. And we're about to find out who it's going to.
All right. We got the top 5 confirmed. We went ahead while the fans were here, confirmed. We've checked the scorecards on the top 5. I'll start with your 5th place. Number 3, Roger Hellman. 4th place, number 35, Devin Smith. 3rd place is the number 16 of John Lyon. And the winner of the first Bullseye 300 at Lawton Speedway in front of this awesome crowd by a margin of 20 seconds is Andy Beckman out of Iowa. Congratulations. Paul White finished a very respectable 2nd place. It was close the whole time. Those guys put on a hell of a show. Congratulations.
I'd like to thank Brad and Jack for putting this on. This is a really fun deal. You know, I don't get a chance to race weekly, so these enduro deals are kind of a little quick getaway. Like I said, a lot of camaraderie down here, and pack a bunch of people in the vehicle, come down with a few cars from Iowa. We just have a blast doing this. So I'd like to thank Jack and everybody that helps him, Brad, everybody that helps put this on, because I know how much work it is promoting, raising the points, you know, or getting the money ready for all the purse. I'd like to just thank them guys, because they did a heck of a job here.
Well, Andy, you did a fine job. And guys, after the race, I encourage you guys to come down in the pits, check out this machine. It's kind of a enduro car that he custom made per the rules. Just had some fun with some creativity, which is awesome, and that's a big part of it. Again, I'd like to thank everybody. I'm going to turn it back over to Steve Cape here. He's our awesome announcer. He follows us everywhere. We'll be at Devil's Bowl Speedway. I'm sure Steve will tell you about that. There's also another one in his hometown of Iowa. But I'm going to turn it back over to Steve.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give them all a big hand if you enjoyed the Bullseye 300. What a race night it has been. We've given away our 50-50.